What if Batman pitched to venture capitalist? What if Spider-Man was a bootstrap founder? And what if Superman had to build a startup while hiding his identity? Today I will show you how superhero origin stories secretly teach real startup mindset no one talks about. Hi, welcome to my channel, Mr. Saksham Gupta, Saksham Ji. And trust me, these are not usual motivational lines. These are raw founder lessons buried inside their struggles. Let's go. Bruce Wayne didn't wake up rich and happy. He watched his parents die. He faced fear every day. He trained alone, no superpowers. He built his suit, he built his tech, he built his network, his vision for Gotham City. He basically bootstrapped himself into Batman. What can you learn as a startup founder from it? Batman is a proof that trauma can either break you or build your mission. In current era, as a modern founder, you get rejected on a daily basis when you're trying to close your sales. Your family sometimes doesn't believe in you when you're starting up, and funding doesn't come easy, especially and competitors are bigger than you can imagine. What was Batman formula and how you can actually implement in your daily life? He identified a problem which was crime in Gotham City. He built tech around it, Batmobile, suites, his suits, his AI, everything. He built a team. We all know Alfred, Lucius Fox, Gordon, all of that. He created brand positioning. The brand position was fear as marketing. He didn't say, I don't have superpowers. He said, I will build them. That's exactly what founders do today with AI, with coding, with marketing, with systems. Batman is the entrepreneur who turns pain into purpose. The same way as entrepreneurs, as founders of our own startups, we also need to turn pain towards purpose, towards our passion, towards power, towards how we can solve real life problems, how we can identify them, and how we can solve it for the bigger good, for the world to be a better place to live in. Peter Parker is the most relatable entrepreneur for me ever. He was shown as a broke student, family responsibilities, studies, job, superhero life, always short of money and zero fancy resources. We all relate to it, and but he still shows up. His his key line throughout he maintained, with great power comes great responsibility. What does it say about today's world? With great opportunity comes execution pressure. I understand you might have got the best idea in the world, but execution is what makes you different, and how you can scale your startup to a real business and to something which is creating value in the modern society. Spider-Man represents founders who come from middle class backgrounds, work days and build dreams at night, balance family expectations versus ambition. They fail, they fall, and they try again. He doesn't own companies like Batman, he owns accountability. What we can take away with this, that we don't need rich parents, you don't need fancy offices, or you don't need unlimited capital. What you need exactly is skill, responsibility, and consistency. That is why an entrepreneur, or Spider-Man as an entrepreneur, he's the entrepreneur who says, yes, I am tired, but I am gonna still show up. So as an entrepreneur, we need to show up. Superman had born strengths, he's bulky, he had already strengths, natural advantages, extraordinary abilities, but the real lesson isn't power, it is direction. With his power, he could become a dictator, rule nations, become richest man alive, but he chose service, he chose restraint, he chose ethics, and he chose values. What we can take away as startup founders from that? Some entrepreneurs do have unfair advantages. Some entrepreneurs do come from their family businesses, they do have access to capital, they do have access to elite network, they do have access to the best education in the world. The question is, do you use it for your ego or impact? Superman teaches Power without ethics creates villains, and power with values build leaders. He's the entrepreneur who says, I can do anything, but I will do the right thing. So if you're coming from a position of power, from you have got those access to capitals and right resources, so you need to just decide that are you going to choose to do the right thing, or you going to just follow the path where you just want to show your ego, you want to show that, oh, see how am I, or you just want to ride on your ego. So that is not something what Superman teaches us. Superman teaches us to be humble and use it for the right service, for the betterment of the society. What do we take away from superheroes and Superman? I personally, being a Marvel or a DC fan, and overall loving these superhero movies, because these are true imaginations of creativity. But how do we learn as modern entrepreneurs? What can we take away from it? That superheroes are not about powers, they're about how they respond to problems. Batman builds systems from pain. Spider-Man take responsibility without resources. Superman use privilege ethically. And that's, in one term, is called entrepreneurship, my friend. Startups aren't just about funding, valuation, offices. They are about resilience, responsibility, direction, and a purpose. Tell me in comments, which superhero founder mindset are you? Are you a Batman, you're a Spider-Man, or Superman? And if you want part 2, we will do Iron Man, Captain America, and Joker as a case study in entrepreneurship. Let me know. Signing off. This is your boy Saksham Gupta, Saksham G. Do hit like, share, subscribe if you want to hear such amazing entrepreneurship lessons, free flowing conversations with us, and let's keep the ball rolling. Thank you for supporting. Please share with someone who is building a business around or struggling around, and they want to get connected. I also do free mentorship sessions for students, for young startups, that how they can build it. I have built Edudite, which operates in 23 countries, have offices in 10. So we are basically a multinational, country operated kind of a company, and build systems around it. There's thousands of students. You can go check out about my company on www.matchmyuni.com. That how do we do and what services we provide, and basically it's a study abroad company where we help students study abroad. Till then, ciao ciao, see you in the next time. Let's go.